It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
And people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Booker to Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down 2. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Booker. Screen coming. Booker against Harden. To Paul. Booker to Paul. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 1. Harden to Jordan. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Paul matched up with Harden. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Durant to Harden. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's Suns ball. To Mikal Bridges. Paul. And hits off a killer step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Harden in possession. They're down 3. Irving to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Harden. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul, here comes the screen. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Harden in a matchup with Booker. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Booker, Harden's on him. Runner here, won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Harden.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from
Into the front court, it's Booker. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's Phoenix ball. Surveys the floor. Screen coming. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Chance for Paul. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Harden matched up with Booker. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. First quarter is complete. The Suns have the lead. One quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
James Harden, 3 for 6 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Paul. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
JaVale McGee at the line for 2 shots. History not on his side. 58% from the line. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. KD with the rock. To Harden. Curling inside. James Harden. 4 out of 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Paul. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
On the drive, it's Harden, but a shot no good. Another follow, stays out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Paul into the front court. Leads just a point. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down by one. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Ball.
Subbing in for the Phoenix Suns, number 36, Dario Saric.
Has a chance. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's now 5 for 6.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Dinwiddie. Here's Durant for two. Add 2 points to the board. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Suns with 4 to shoot to Mikal Bridges. Short jumper won't go down. Durant across the timeline. Leads a bucket. Now to Jordan, down low. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Number 7,
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Probing the defense. And count the basket. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 2 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Paul into the front court. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Baseline drive. Cruises inside for 2.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
To Jordan. They'll get it to Durant. Finish that. DeAndre Jordan with a piece. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for the Nets. Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Nets have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Suns are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
Game track. Field goals.
This matchup has been all about consistent offense. Each team has a solid field goal percentage, and in turn, it makes the second half all about the defense. I want to see which players step up to make the difference.
Player of the half.
James Harden has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Devin Booker just can't seem to get it going.
Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Kyrie with the rock. To Griffin. Durant. And strokes it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Booker with it. His guys trail now by 4. Goes to the right side. They'll get it down to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Trying to cash in, missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Griffin. Durant. To Jordan. Down low. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court. It's Booker. His group now down 2. To Paul. Now to Booker, down low. With a drop step. The shot, almost. To Irving. Durant to Griffin. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant. Not that time. He missed it.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Paul. Shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Kevin Durant lets it go. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Paul. They'll get it down to Booker. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Tyler Johnson. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 12, Joe Harris. Stepping in for the Suns, number 25.
Booker.
Two minutes
Paul.
left in the third quarter.
Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Can't connect from in close.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Paul to Booker. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Nets have it. To Jordan. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. From long range. Oh, he hits the 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
It's Paul for 2. Not today. To Griffin. And the rebound's taken in by Phoenix. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Into the game for the Brooklyn Nets.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Nets in front. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Now to Booker, down low. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down.
Good shot.
And gets both to drop at the line. Irving into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant for two. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Booker against KD. Fires the three. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Irving, down low to Jordan. Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the screen. To Booker. Not done yet. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to 5. Irving for Durant down low. Suns control the possession. To Booker. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 13, James Harden. Stepping in for the Phoenix Suns, number 36, Dario Saric.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. Irving.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Jordan. Short jumper stays out.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Booker against Harden. To Mikal Bridges.
Right.
For 3. That no good. Off the mark. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Blake Griffin pins it. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Foul number 2, Brooklyn Nets are in penalty.
Dario Saric, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Harden.
Remaining in the fourth quarter.
Takes stock of the floor. Harden picked up by Paul. Screen coming. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Paul across the timeline. Up by 6. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Harden to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. Paul here against Harden. It's the Suns with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points to the Phoenix Suns. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Chris Paul put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and